Welcome to the podcast, episode 4. Fade out. It's like the fucking it's like the love the early 2000s ones where you had to play the song and then you turn it down and you record the voicemail and it's like hit me back,
hit me back, and it's like Blink 182.
yeah, DMX. All right, so tomorrow the plan is we're just gonna fucking go to the
Ep 5 potentially.
Ep 5 potentially. I'm talking about
Raven stops being a big bitch about it.
Okay. We can buy a gun. What do you think I'm gonna do with the gun?
I don't know, but now that I'm thinking about it, it makes more sense for us to put both of our money together to buy an even bigger gun. We should just buy like the coolest
one
gun.
big gun.
Yeah, just one big gun, one mega gun. We both just put like 600 in and just get like a real big gun.
I'll buy a $500 handgun, and you're like, yeah, $600. a really bigger, a massive gun.
I'm sure I mean, shit, double the bread. That'd get you a big
$1,000 gun. We have a community gun.
That would be dope.
Whose name is it going to be under?
Can it be in both?
No, I don't think so.
Are you sure about that?
I'm not sure. I'd have to ask, but I'm assuming it's probably one person. Because then what happens if you give me the money for a gun and then I go commit crimes? You know what I mean?
No, I don't.
Like, so, like,
if
you give me the money for the gun. No. I mean, like, if we can't.
liable.
No. Like, if we can't do a split thing, and then it's in your name, and then I go and take our big gun, and then I go commit crimes with our big gun.
Better idea.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck buying the gun.
Okay.
Let's buy a 3D printer.
A rocket launcher. Oh, and then we 3D print
and then
the
we
parts.
3D print the ghost gun.
Oh,
I bet you it's probably
I wonder
cheaper.
if that shit works.
If
probably.
you just buy,
if you put in like $3,000, then you just print out a bunch of ghost guns and shit.
yeah,
like the ammo
actually, yeah, no, it's definitely cheaper, and you get more money from that because you could sell them to criminals, black people.
Yeah, exactly. And then we have 2 guns. We have 2 ghost guns for ourselves.
That'd be kind of dope. I think that now that I'm really thinking about it, let's just get into 3D printing. Fuck it. I'm sure there's
fuck the podcast. Let's 3D print ghost guns.
Fuck it, dude. We could do like I don't know. We could do. You see those basketballs they got now that are like not leather and they're just like a bunch of holes.
Hey, yeah, it's fucking awful
you
looking.
See that? Yeah,
I would love to get my hands on one just to see what it feels like compared to like a. Yeah.
Just.
Yeah.
I bet you it'd feel great.
Probably. I mean, there's little ass holes. I know you're. Yeah, but.
Badusi.
Yo, fuck inverting my penis for transgender surgery. Just let me get a 3D printed pussy.
Just slap it right on.
And then just fucking, you know what I'm saying, chop the dick off. Don't even invert it, and then just fucking install that shit. Medieval, like cyberpunk kind of thing, you know what I mean?
Actually.
Cyberpunk pussy.
Yeah, 3D print my pussy. That would be. That sounds like a grime song. That sounds insane.
That's why she named her kid that. X whatever.
Yeah, did they change it?
Did they?
Let me hit that.
I don't know. All right, go for
Raven, let me hit that vape.
Where's your
my fucking Enjoy burn, dude. I was gonna have you stop on the way, but I was like, I'm not gonna make you stop.
I should have. My stomach was killing me though.
Really?
On the way back.
That's why it took you so long to get out here. I was sitting here initially in this uncomfortable chair, and I was not aware that Raven was shitting his brains out in his fucking bathroom. Dude, one time, it was like a week or 2 ago, and you were playing like some video game, and the sound effects weren't clear to me, but I thought it was literally you diarrhea shitting in your bathroom. Like, I thought that I was hearing like diarrhea blasting out of your ass hitting water.
It might have been.
But you were just like, no, you were like,
oh, was it Zelda?
You were like playing Zelda or something. But like,
I wonder what I was doing. Huh. I wonder
for a solid like 2 minutes, I thought that you were just blasting shit.
Was it yesterday? Because I was doing something in water, like swirling. Actually, no,
It was like a week or 2 ago. I was high as hell, and I was like, dude, is he okay? And then I realized that you were playing
I'm glad you
games.
thought if I was okay, and you were like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. No. Normally it is.
Yeah.
Normally
when you shit, is it like just blasting out your asshole?
Most of the times. Yeah, most of the time.
That's foul, man.
Yeah, it sucks. This is how I live. And actually, you know what's crazy? The other day I fucking didn't take my medication because I forgot.
Oh no.
When Meg was here and I woke up. Like I woke up next to her and I was like, oh, okay. And then we just like went about our day and I realized I didn't take my anxiety medicine or the fucking medicine that controls my
stomach. Oh, you were on a
stomach.
sick one, fool.
Yeah, dude. I just like totally forgot. And it was like probably like halfway through the day after she left. And I was like, fuck. I was like, why is my stomach killing me? I was like, oh shit. Cause like it used to be worse.
Does it like
still
physically
sucks.
hurt your stomach?
Sometimes.
Or
Sometimes
it's
it
just,
hurts
like, you
so
just
bad.
feel it brewing.
Both. Sometimes usually it's brewing, but
Bubble shit.
a lot of times, like, you know, like when you're sick and you have like diarrhea and your stomach just feels uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that, but except I live that every day.
Huh.
And then, so like, sometimes like my stomach will hurt so bad, like where I won't even have to go to the bathroom. I'll just like I'll lay in bed because my back hurts because my stomach hurts so much.
Dude, I've been there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, I think that's like part of it. Like I'll feel extra like bloated because of it.
Oh yeah.
And that's just like normal for me.
Yeah.
So
That's.
I don't know. I think the next step is I just need a camera up there, but
It's not gonna do anything for you if it didn't do
know.
anything. I was gonna.
they're just what they're gonna tell me is they're gonna be like, you have IBS, cool, like confirmed, and then they're gonna be like, the medication that you're taking that's helping you, continue to take it.
That, yeah.
Give us $1,000. So
Pretty
it's kind of
much.
like whatever. It's just I would like the camera up there just to
You just like it up
I
there.
just want it up there.
Yeah.
No, I just want like the peace of mind of being like, okay, there's actually not something like seriously wrong with me.
I think if there was something seriously wrong with you, something very bad would have already happened.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of like, that's why I'm like, whatever, like whatever happens. But like, I really should follow up with the fucking specialist I saw. But when I was trying to make the appointment, I was in school and then they were like, yeah, it's only 3 months out. And I was like, well, can I schedule it here?
Dude.
It's in the summer. And they're like, that schedule's not out yet. And I was like, fucking eat my dick. Like, I was like, what are you talking about? So whatever.
That's how it was for me. It's interesting because our symptoms are kind of similar. Like if I don't take that polyethylene, I could feel,
potion.
dude, I could feel the hard shit in my body and it will hurt my back because it's like, I
really?
literally, like, it's so hard and I'm so constipated that like I can feel it and it hurts my back and I'm also bloated. The only difference is that I literally can't shit. It's like the opposite of you.
So you probably have IBS-C then.
I have something. Yeah. Whatever.
My mom has IBS-C where she fucking pounds that shit.
Oh, yeah.
I remember
dude.
I remember when I was a kid, I didn't even know she had IBS. And like the doctor was like, do you have IBS? Or like, do you have a history, blah, blah. And I was like, no, I don't know. And then turns out my mom has it. And I was like, that makes sense why you were pounding the polyethylene thing in her coffee. And then she would go to work.
Yeah.
I'm like, how the fuck?
That's what I should really start doing in the hot coffee because the coffee gets it working too. If I put it in the coffee and just slam that bitch.
That's what, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a
No,
pro
the
move.
one time I remember we were on vacation and she fucking, this was just this past summer and she's like, oh, I can't go to the bathroom. My stomach is killing me. Blah, blah, blah. And then we had like shit to do that day. Like we like went swimming like in this like quarry and stuff. It was really cool.
Yeah.
But she pounds like 3 cupfuls of that fucking thing.
Fuck, I hope I don't get to that.
Dude, pounds 3 cups, went out there, like we went swimming and I was like, how are you not shitting your brains out? Was perfectly fine until like we got back.
Yeah.
I was like, how in the fuck? Because for me, it's like I eat anything and it goes right through me. So it's like,
That's hell.
mm-hmm.
That's hell, man. Can't even enjoy a trio
Chicken
bar and grill quesadilla.
I know, dude. Shit sucks. Because I was gonna stop too at Sheetz. I was like, oh, wait, maybe we pick up like a couple tall ones or something.
Couple fireball shooters.
And then I was just like, nope, my fucking stomach's hitting. So yeah, that's what I was doing.
Yeah.
Fucking ridiculous, dude.
You know what would probably make you feel better though?
What?
If we stopped at Sheetz and you got a little Baja Blast. I haven't had one in a while. And
you
I'm
mean
gonna
like 2 days ago?
I know. I'm gonna go over to Lena's later, and I'm gonna pick up a Baja Blast. I'm gonna get a Baja Blast, 2 tall boys for me, nothing for her.
That's a power move.
That's just I'm gonna drink the Baja Blast on the way over there. I'm gonna drink half of the tall boy on the way over there.
Fuck
finish
yeah.
it at her house, and then drink the other one.
Have you cracked the tall one in front of Deborah that works at Sheetz?
No. When I did it, it was like this little faggot kid. And, Faith wasn't lying when she said, like, he just, like, no, it was Meg. Meg was there, I think, when I did that. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Meg when she was telling the story, she was just like, the guy didn't know what to do. He had no idea like what he was supposed
That was
to say or
honestly
anything.
probably like the first time that's ever happened to him, which is
That
so
is
funny to think
the
about.
funniest shit ever, dude. I love that's my favorite. One of my favorite places.
So like
to
for
just
like the
be a
two people,
menace.
yeah,
It's just
yeah,
Sheets.
it's Sheets, yeah. 'Cause,
Yeah.
you know, like I see
Nobody cares.
They see a lot of shit, but cracking a fucking Twisted Tea Tall one in front of the cashier after you buy it is probably, and like walking out
and then
drinking
walking out
is probably like a first for him.
Yeah.
And I just thought it was funny too, like the one time when we were there and I was like texting you and I said, "Cop outside,
Yep.
do not open up."
I didn't see the text.
And you didn't see the text, and you come outside drinking it, and I was like, "Get the fuck in the truck."
I didn't
The
even-
cop is out there, and
I
you were like,
didn't
"What?"
even- I didn't even come outside drinking it. I cracked that bitch
In the
open,
parking lot.
and then I waterfalled that bitch in front of Meg's car for a hot
In front of the
minute.
cop too.
Was he there?
I think the cop was in the car, like
Was
next
he
to the
really?
fucking building. Yeah, he wasn't even parked. He was doing that gay ass cop thing where they like park parallel and they like watch everyone.
Yeah.
And
I was totally unaware, and you were like, "Get the fuck in the car, blah blah."
I was like, Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
Yeah, I just had to do it to him. I
Meg's
was,
dad's only a state trooper for like a month, and then he retires. So
yeah. The I don't
when
know.
she was arrested, he got her out of it. You remember her telling that story?
Yeah, the graffiti or whatever,
Yeah,
the trespassing.
They were trespassing, and like the fucking faggot ass cop was trying to get all of them with like trespassing and like actually charge them.
Yeah.
And it was pretty much only because of him that she didn't get charged. It was like they're fucking kids in high school. Like, eat a dick.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's weird. I got caught smoking weed in that parking lot, which isn't really like. I mean, I feel like it's like the same level, just kids being kids. And
Right?
stuff.
Yeah, you're just being stupid.
And that guy just let me go.
Yeah, exactly. And they're
Just
like,
let me
"Oh,
go.
get your mom, whatever." She was like, "Oh, it's because the fucking cops up there have nothing to do." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's
Oh, they have
you're
nothing
probably
to do.
right."
Nobody up there has anything to do, dude. They just they stare at the wall and they yell at their wives and act
I
aggressive.
mean, that sounds like
women.
the life.
Yeah, you would think it.
Hmm.
You would
Maybe I
think
should have
it.
just been a cop.
I think about it sometimes. I'm like, maybe I should just go join the force. Maybe I should just go.
That's
join
why I want
the
to buy this
force.
gun. So I can,
You're basically like a cop at that point.
yeah,
dude.
I have a gun, and then I'll start patrolling around here. I'll just start walking around on the street with my gun.
That you should.
Then
you
the
should,
cops actually stop me and they go, "Excuse me, sir," and I like just aggressively reach into my pocket.
You should hit up our landlord and see if she needs a security guy.
Oh, dude, I should do security for this shitty ass.
Can
place.
you just do? Can you do bounties? Are bounties a thing anymore?
I don't
like
know.
you're-
That'd be tough. As
I think
fuck,
that
dude.
people like have bounties, and you can like go out there and like.
I can
I
just.
don't
I can
know.
be the law.
Can you do?
I am the law. I
Because
don't know.
whenever I think about
Google bounties. I gotta
bounties,
get a refill here.
Whenever I think about bounties, I think about Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Dog the bounty hunter.
You never heard of Dog the Bounty Hunter?
No, what is that?
Dog the Bounty Hunter is. Wait, can you do bounties?
By yourself or like.
How to be a bounty hunter? This isn't Starfield. This is not what I needed. Genshin Impact? I don't understand. It's just. Wait, can you put a bounty on someone? Bounties can be legal or illegal depending on the jurisdiction. From what I'm seeing, maybe. Maybe you can?
Basically, we could just make it up and do it.
Yeah, we could print it. Yeah. No, Dog. You don't know who Dog the Bounty Hunter is? He was like.
fat guy with the face tattoos.
He's that fat guy with the long blonde hair and he wears cowboy hats and he's like in Florida.
I think I have heard of this.
And he had a TV show where he went out and he went and found criminals or some shit. I think that this
that's
is
sick.
like this is only a thing in like those weird states like Florida. Like I'm pretty sure his entire show was in Florida.
Yeah, I mean Florida's lawless to begin with, so yeah,
Yeah.
it's probably.
So it depends.
probably is in
Maybe
Florida,
like
only in
Florida and like
That's what you should do. Move to
New
Florida.
Mexico.
You can do like boat chases and stuff.
I ever tell you that?
Miami Vice here.
Oh God.
Take that.
Do you have one?
No.
I'm not taking one without you.
All right, I'll grab the other one.
Raven is trying to get me to drink a Parrot Bay pineapple malt drink by myself. This is 16% alk.
It's the one that's like.
This shit is gonna taste fucking horrible.
No, it's actually really good.
What is this?
The other one that Meg was trying to give us was the fucking coconut ones. It sucks.
Dude,
It's
I hate
pineapple.
shit like
no,
this.
it's so good.
Is
it's
it
so
good?
No, these ones are actually like really fucking good. From what I remember.
I hate chasing like alcohol with alcohol.
No, yeah, you
It
can.
never
it's
tastes
fine.
good, but
Ah, shit,
whoa, these
man.
are the tightest fucking caps in the planet, man.
Tighter than your ass. Ugh.
Dude, this is nuts. Oh my god, it's like 5-year-old pussy. Can you open this?
Now, when you say 5-year-old pussy,
I'm just
do you mean?
saying.
Please elaborate.
In my head. That's what I meant. Dude, I think that bitch is super glued. I think that you're punking me right now.
Fuck, that's what I was trying
Ashton
to get
Kutcher is about to break down the door.
you. Dan Schneider. You've been seeing all that shit with Dan Schneider, dude?
No, what's going on with him?
There was like a documentary out on HBO about like Nickelodeon, how it's literally just a giant fucking like pedophile ring. I've been seeing shit where it's like Drake Bell's been molested, fucking all of them. Ariana Grande got it like one of the worst. Like it's just fucking, it's crazy.
I always mix.
I can't open
You're
this.
talking about Dan Schneider.
Dan Schneider. And
I
there's,
always
like, other
mix him
ones,
up with
too.
Rob Schneider, the guy in all the Adam Sandler movies.
and the and Grown Ups. I
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
get
yeah.
this. You gotta get it.
Dude, do we have a fucking vice grip to put this fucking thing into?
Just my ass.
Dude, damn, do the same thing. I don't. Hold on.
yeah. Do we have like a rubber thing or like?
Oh, dude, these fucking mitts.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yup.
Fuck. Let me try the right hand.
Dude, my hand like is like cramping up trying to fucking get it.
We're such pussies. We shouldn't even drink this.
Oh, you got it.
This is for like white girls.
Yeah, yeah.
This shit. How do they crack this bitch open?
They bite it off
Ooh, they do bite it off.
like they're TD blowjobs.
All right. Speaking of blowjobs, who gave you the worst head? Who gave you the worst head?
Blum one I was with for a while.
The one with the K?
The one with the K.
Really?
Terrible.
That's
Awful.
very upsetting.
Fucking atrocious, dude.
Clink, clink.
Clink, clink.
Ah! That actually didn't taste that bad.
That's pretty good.
That's kind of deadly.
It's a low. That's what I mean. Like they fucking love these shooters. So these are the ones from like Sheets where it's like a lower percentage. So it's like it's low. You don't taste it a whole lot. And this pineapple, I mean, it's fucking good.
It reminds me of the Pink Wit a little bit. Like
Little
that
bit.
alcohol aftertaste.
Yeah. I know what you
Yeah,
mean.
it's hitting me.
I
a
like
little
those
bit.
because like you can fucking like bottoms up and like
Whew.
have all of it versus like if it's like an actual like 32%, it's so strong to where you're like, ugh. But
Yeah.
the Sheets ones you can just slam those. What about you?
I would say that the worst head I ever got.
Just like jump right back into it.
Yeah, the worst head I ever got. It's probably gonna have to be a
Was
toss
from the
up.
teacher.
I'm not gonna put her on the low end. Well, she's on the lower end, but I'm not gonna put her at the bottom. I'm gonna have to say it's between Bella Scott or Matea. I would probably
I believe
say that Matea is the worser part.
I mean, fucking.
Yeah, man. I mean,
So-
she tried to give me a hand job like an octopus. Like, I don't really know how to explain it other than that. You kind of have to see the hand motion, but yeah, I would say that Matea was the worst. I would say that Matea was probably the worst as far as all of my sexual experiences go.
Yeah, I feel like the teacher would be good just because of experience.
Yeah. That's why I'm
For
putting.
those of you that don't know, Brody was raped by a
Yeah,
teacher.
if you guys haven't listened to the other 4 episodes.
Yeah.
the episodes.
we mention it every time.
Yeah, I don't know. I just she was just so hot that like I just wanted to keep fucking her and stuff. But looking back, it was
It's not good.
it wasn't very good. Yeah, it was kind of like fucking a retarded person. It was kind of like fucking it was kind of like fucking like Helen Keller, like somebody that has no idea like what's happening.
She had her
around
eyes
them
closed
and
and
like no
her-
senses at all.
yeah. Her ears were covered because she just didn't want to have sex with you either.
Yeah, no, for sure. She didn't like that either. Just kidding, guys. Just kidding. It was cool. It was cool.
It was consensual, but Brody's so bad in bed.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
His
I'm
little
pretty.
ass dick. She didn't know
yeah.
what to do with it. That's why she gave you a terrible blowjob. Yeah.
That's why she gave me multiple terrible blowjobs. Yeah, I keep tabs. I don't keep tabs, but sometimes like I see her on the gram
yeah.
and I check everything
She's
out.
still with that fucking guy. I can't believe
I
it.
don't. Is she with him? Is she
I
with
think
him
so.
now? That's crazy. Yeah, he's a lame. She should come fuck with a real one again.
And it's probably worse.
It's
honestly.
probably even worse. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. What's the best head you ever got?
Jesus fucking Christ.
Best head you ever got, and you can't say the person who you're with now, because I feel like obviously either one of us would say that,
Right.
just on the premises of we're with them, and they could also listen to this,
They
so you
could
would
also
kind of
listen
have to say
it's-
that.
I mean,
even if it's not true.
it is true.
But if it wasn't her,
I'm not gonna
runner
answer
up, you know,
that. I'm not gonna answer that.
is it because it's
Nothing matters.
Deja?
No, she didn't suck my dick.
Dejanelle? Is it because it's Elena Rasmussen?
Oh God! Oh God! You're just dropping last
she-
names here. Stop!
Didn't
Stop!
she top you?
Stop!
Didn't she top you?
Yeah, Elena did.
Nice.
Yeah.
Not nice.
no,
Kind
no,
of nice.
no, not nice.
Kind of dope.
The pathological liar saying she met Jeanette McCurdy the one time. I was like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, she said something about like Taylor Swift or something.
Yeah, meeting like all these famous people. I was like, why? If you're gonna lie, say something believable. Like, say like, oh, you got into a fight or something, and like make up like a crazy fight story where you can get like a little bit of respect. Not, I met One Direction and they were all assholes or something like that. It's like, shut the fuck up.
Or just don't lie.
Well, yeah, don't lie to
Just
begin
don't
with.
lie.
But if you do
Just
lie,
be nice.
that's one of my biggest pet peeves.
Be
liars.
good vibes.
Liars.
You can't stand liars.
No, I was lied to my whole life, brother.
Oh.
Getting deep. We're getting deep again.
I don't know what my biggest pet peeve is.
Who was the worst?
What do you mean?
Or who was the best? Sorry. I'm going to
Best
get you to answer,
top?
but I'm not going to answer it.
Well, if you're not going
'Cause
to
it's-
answer
it's-
it,
it's who
I'm not
I'm
going to
with.
answer it.
Okay. What's your biggest pet peeve?
As far as women, as far,
In life.
as women,
I hate people that waste time.
that is
Inefficiency
probably
is probably the worst
that's
fucking
my
thing.
that's my biggest thing as well, because I don't know. I'm not gonna say that I go throughout my day with like every second fucking plan to the dot. You know what
like
I mean?
I
But
do.
like, yeah, like you do.
Yeah.
But it's kind of a situation of if I like make plans with somebody or something is planned, and I experience this a lot with Lena. Because this is the one thing that fucking kills
here we
me,
go.
dude.
Here we go.
Shut up.
Black people.
So this is the one thing that really kills me. You know, say me and you have plans. Me and you know, just like what we did with Isai. We called him at Trio. We asked him, "Do you want to do this?" Yes.
This
Can
time.
you do this tomorrow? Yes. At this time? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see you then.
So we're all
There
going to
you
meet
go.
at 3. Well,
That's
he's
it.
probably going to show up like 3:34. But
Yeah.
at least we'll be there and we'll know they're
that
coming.
took us 3 minutes to do.
Mm-hmm.
Lena will like make plans with her friends, and then I'm like talking to her like, so when are you going to go see your friend? And she is like, I don't know, we haven't decided a time yet. And it's like the day of when they're supposed to hang out, and then she'll just be like waiting around for them to just be like, oh, like let's hang out now or come over now. And she's texting me and she's like, I'm waiting, and I'm just like, well, why don't you just text them and say when do you want me to come over, or why didn't you figure this out before this? You know what I mean?
It's pretty retarded. Can't
It's
lie.
and it's like her and all of her friends, they all kind of operate
Well,
on this like retard time, and I don't
yeah.
really understand why they do it. If I made plans with somebody and didn't have everything kind of like figured out the day of, I would call you. I wouldn't even text you.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even text
If you
you.
know
I
you
would
think
just
you're
call
doing
you,
something, call them up quick.
and we'll just have a 2-minute conversation, and then I'll see you at the event.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's so fucking stupid.
Yeah, I don't
That
know. Time wasting is probably the biggest one for me.
being too woke,
Well, yeah.
being
Naturally.
too woke.
What are my pronouns?
What's the worst part of woke culture to you? Not being able to say Indian style anymore.
that one's
That's
pretty funny.
fucked up.
You know what's funny? Because like, so I stopped watching football and like kind of following it before the Redskins thing. So someone at
Someone
work
said
the other
the
day,
Commanders?
they went, "Oh, the Washington Commanders," and for a second, I said what, and I was like, "Oh, you mean
Yeah.
I was like, "Okay, I see what we're doing," but it's just so crazy to me that like, okay, that one's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Red Man Shoe, okay.
I mean, it's really not that. I forget. Somebody made like a very good argument of, you know, the Redskins name maybe isn't great, but the mascot was honoring some super like important Indian person or some shit, and it wasn't supposed to come off that way. Whenever I'm talking about like the Redskins with somebody, or somebody at work is talking about the Commanders, I just want to say the Redskins.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it just makes sense, you know.
Right,
It's,
yeah.
It's what it was.
Because it's like
time.
this universal thing that everyone understands,
And
and
it
it's
was
like,
just
well, why are we doing
doper.
this?
The
Yeah,
Commanders, and now
is gay
their
as fuck.
logo is just a W or some shit. It's like a W or a C.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just a letter now.
That's
Kind
like
of gay.
Yeah, I don't even know. Like fucking with fuck, what was I gonna say?
I don't know.
I don't know what I was gonna say.
I also
Football
hate.
team.
I like to call things gay a lot, and my bitch was talking about. I don't like it when you say that something's gay because you mean it in a negative way, and I'm like, yeah, that's what the fuck I mean. What are you talking about?
Yeah, well, that's like retarded too. Like
Yeah.
even like at the old job, Doug being like, "That one's a hard one to break," and I was like, "Yeah, you get it. You're in the '80s. Like you grew up in the '80s. You understand. Everyone was called retard and faggot. Like I don't
think that anybody, you know, like I feel like words have to have a connotation behind them, right? Like nobody does like a good thing. Nobody cures cancer, and someone's like, that's retarded, as in that's a good thing.
Right.
Somebody does something stupid, and you're like, that's retarded because it's dumb, because that's what it means. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like that is genuinely what. Yeah. I mean, that's like even in music, when I took that one music class in school, for like classical music, the word for slow in music is like retardando. And it's literally retard is in the word for like a slower paced like tempo or whatever. I'm like, okay, so that's
it's just what it means.
Yeah,
and that's fine.
I don't know. That shit.
That's
some of that
fine.
shit fucking is so crazy to me. I like the one that what is it now? It's neurodivergent.
Is that what retarded means now?
No, that's what Asperger's means. Because I think Dr. Asperger or something.
Dr. Asperger?
I think he was a Nazi. So I think based off of like why it's called Asperger's, I'm almost positive it's because they changed it because Asperger, he was a Nazi. I'm going to look this up now because
Asperger was a Nazi. That's so fucking gay, dude.
Whoa.
I'm just saying, man. I mean,
wait.
My kids are not going to be calling no retarded people neurodivergent people.
Well, many think Asperger's was retired due to the inventor's Nazi links. The decision was a result of growing research on the autism spectrum. Okay, that's stupid as fuck. Because of the inventor's Nazi links, it's probably that. So
I'm going to say Asperger's. I think that anybody's going to say that.
Yeah, that's like what you got.
Yeah, it's pretty. I used to know a kid. His name was David Rizzardi. Or no. Fuck. What?
Had RE in the name.
I forget what the fuck. I forget what his name was. But he had Asperger's. And I always was wondering, like, why he was so fucking weird. And I remember talking to my aunt about it, and I was like a little kid, and she had told me that he had Asperger's, and I had never heard of that before, and I was dying laughing because I was like, "You're telling me he got Asperger's?"
She's like, "You cannot say that."
I was dying, dude. I thought that shit was so funny, but it makes Asperger's is like a whole different breed because you can be autistic and be kind of weird, but Asperger's I feel like is like
I think that's the more normal one.
This kid, I don't know.
If he had Asperger's, he's like,
this kid's Asperger's was like autism on steroids. That's what it felt like.
Is that what it felt like?
Raven's touching my feet.
Sorry, I pulled a little Dan Schneider there.
I heard he got like a bunch of pictures of aesthetically pleasing foot pictures around his crib.
That's tough. Can you imagine having a foot
we should
fetish?
get that around here.
We should just,
some
you know,
feet?
all the blank walls that we have now.
When are we gonna fill up these walls?
I don't know. Well, I mean, shit.
I just don't feel like it.
I don't feel like it, but like, we can like look up other shit and like agree on like, hey, this is what we should put He's deep throating the mic. Oh god, that just fucking maxed out. That's gonna rape someone's ears. That like literally reached the peak there. I'm sure the fucking little green thing, the green rings that you see when you're talking. Just
Headphone warning.
Like,
don't listen to this with headphones. Don't listen to this with.
just listen to it through your speaker or like while you're in the car.
Turn
with your
your
mom.
speaker down, fool. That's a quote from a movie. You never saw it?
I never saw it. What movie
we should
is it?
watch it, though.
What movie is it?
Freaknik the Musical. It's an animated movie.
You guys should listen to this podcast
T-Pain.
in the car with your mom, like on the way to school.
Listen to this podcast drunk driving.
Also true.
We'll guide you. We'll guide you.
We'll guide you. Yeah. Yellow, white, yellow, white, yellow, white.
Keep
That's all you
going.
need to know.
If you hit him, just keep going. You hit him. Keep
You
going.
hit-
Keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going. Don't look back. Don't look
We're in
back.
your walls. We're in your walls.
Never mind. You didn't hit him. You didn't do anything. It's okay. They'll never find you.
Those are the thoughts
Oh,
going
this is
through
a
my head all
good
the time.
question, Raven. So
Mm.
imagine this. This is a scenario that we've definitely never been in before.
Never been it or never.
You're
talked
drunk
about?
driving.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You're drunk
Never been in.
driving, and you're on the back roads. You hit somebody. You hit them good. You hit them hard. You don't know if they're dead, but you know if you call the cops, you're gonna go to jail.
Mm.
What are you gonna?
This is like the shopping cart dilemma. You ever hear that one?
This is significantly worse.
This is like the shopping cart
This is
dilemma.
kind of like the shopping cart.
If you put the shopping cart back, or if you don't, no one's gonna stop you. Sometimes I want to go to the grocery store and just leave the shopping cart
I see
and
it
be that
sometimes.
person. I don't know if I want to answer this.
Why
'Cause
not?
I feel like we both have an agreed upon answer, probably.
I mean, you saying yes or no doesn't make you, legally obligated to anything.
Unless I've done it before.
I wouldn't stop. I would just keep going.
Yeah.
It's every man for himself in this
It's a
world.
dog eat dog world, brother.
He has a phone, probably. If
Probably.
anything, I'd probably go kill him.
Mm.
I'd probably go kill him.
Back roads, no one sees.
I'd probably snap his neck. I'd probably hit him again.
Not with those skinny ass arms you want.
Listen, 7 pounds, buddy.
7 pounds of what?
Pressure.
Is that all it takes?
That's what I'm told.
I should ask a doctor that at work.
Oh,
How many poundage does it take to break someone's neck?
We were talking about this a couple weeks ago about people that are on their deathbeds who gets to kill them.
Mm-hmm.
I asked Chambers this today.
Okay.
I was like, odd question for you, buddy. He said that the ICU doctor
He's the one that pulls the plug.
is the one that, well, he doesn't, he just turns off the machines. The families will be there. He just turns everything off, and then you just see the vitals just go.
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
I asked him that question because I remember I was telling you about like the people that are on Vapotherm, which is like high flow oxygen. If they can't wean themselves off of it and their oxygen, if they can't basically breathe without it and like live,
Let me hit that.
the shit food.
Let me hit that.
You wanna hear this shit food?
Come on.
If they can't breathe without it, I was like, well, fuck, what happens? Because my dad was in a coma and then they turned off the machine. So I was like, okay, you just kind of fade away. I was like, these people are alive. Like, these people are like very aware that they are just sitting there. This thing's keeping them alive. So I found out that they just load them up on morphine.
That's fire.
So they
I
load
bet
them
that
up
shit
on
feels
morphine.
so good.
I know, right? Yeah. So
Oh
they
my
load them up
God.
on morphine. They basically like put them to sleep and then they just like take them off everything. And that's like the ethical way to do it.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's how I want to die regardless.
on morphine. Yeah.
Just load me up. I don't know if I've talked to you about this, but opium dens,
Yeah.
I want to go. When the pod takes off
Yeah.
in a couple of months.
in
in a couple of
years.
months when
Yeah.
we're making all this money.
Right. Give us your money, please.
I want to go to China. My plan, I seriously, at some point in my life, I just want to take off like a couple weeks of work,
Mm-hmm.
fly out to China, because I think that's where it is, China or Japan, one of them.
Or like Amsterdam, like the red light district or whatever.
Yeah, go to an opium den, and I just want to smoke opium for like a week straight and just order Uber Eats and just sleep in the den. Just shitting and pissing in my pants. Just smoking opium over and over again, eating Chinese McDonald's. just for like a week
Chinese
straight.
McDonald's. Yeah, I wonder. Yeah, because their menu's different, but like it's still McDonald's. Like it's so funny to me that like
Yeah.
they have the China themed one.
Wing Wong.
Speaking of,
Do it come with egg roll.
it come with egg roll.
Let me get a Big Mac.
It come with egg roll.
Big Mac with egg roll.
You want opium with egg roll?
Opium with egg roll.
I'm an egg
I
roll.
want to just smoke nothing but opium and eat nothing but egg roll. Do it come with egg roll?
So
And drink nothing but Angry Orchard.
yeah.
Angry Orchard opium and Uber
and Uber Eats
McDonald's.
Chinese Uber Eats.
That'd be fire. That'd be a fire vlog.
That'd be sick.
I
Yeah,
think
when
a
the
lot of
pocket
people
takes
would
off,
like that.
like we'll just send you over. The pod will fund you to go over there, and you just have to vlog the experience
That would be so
for like
sick.
a week. You're in a
Check it out
fucking,
on the
like,
basement.
K-hole.
Take dude, somebody I seen this guy today. He was in the K-hole. We sedated him and gave him ketamine, and the
Fuck yeah.
ketamine hit him first, and he was asleep, but his eyes were just. I swear he didn't even close his eyes, and we just started.
Oh, that's sick.
Dude, he was on a fucking sick one.
That's so tough. You should like steal stuff from work and like bring it back.
I wonder how regulated it is, because there's a safe that it's in, and people write down like how much they use and everything. But I don't know really how much people are looking at that. You
should
know,
like poke your nose in there and see.
to see what's going on.
Speaking of pissing your pants, I think we're too far now in this episode. In case he were to answer, we're talking about Ray Desmond from the last episode. Don't call him. Don't call him.
I want to call him.
No, don't call him, because then we're not gonna have the episode like.
Well,
to
let
actually
me
do it.
let me just call him and see if he's alive.
Well, no. We can talk about your piss story.
I have a piss story. Which one? Oh,
Well, yeah. I guess you
The-
pissed your pants.
I pissed my pants. I pissed my pants one time this year. It is March. Are you talking about the original piss story?
I'm talking about the Florida original piss story.
Oh man, this was
Set the scene.
This
brother.
is a time. Well, in order for you to understand the piss pants origin, I have to take you earlier that day. So,
That was us going back earlier this day.
so
That was his Asperger's.
so it's about
Some throating cock.
2016-ish, maybe 2017. I can't remember. I don't know. And I had just been arrested for the first time for smoking weed in a Wise parking lot.
Yeah.
I was coming off of a rough week. My father was getting married in Florida, so we fly down there.
I forgot that was for your father's wedding.
We fly down
Was
there.
that the last time you saw him before you reconnected then?
Yes.
Wow, I forgot about that.
Actually, no. I went and saw him one time after that to see my brother get born, and then I left like 2
you were
days.
staring at his new wife's pussy watching my brother get born.
I would have loved to see it. I bet you Jenna had a nice pussy on her.
I wonder if it was like 3D printed or not.
Dude, she probably had some prime before she popped out like 3 kids. Yeah, so we go down there, and make a long story short, earlier in the day I had taken some acid. It's the day of his wedding. I had taken a very good amount of very potent acid for the first time in my life because I really wanted to try it. We do the wedding, I'm fucking freaking out, and then we get to the after party. Now, back in the
You
day,
see that my mic almost just fell over.
no, I did not see that.
It was like slowly coming towards my face. Yeah.
Now, back in the day, I wasn't really much of a drinker. I would just kind of do it just like with the bros, just doing my
You're
thing.
still not much of a drinker.
Really not much of a drinker. And so I was in the pool at one point, so I had the swimming trunks on. I had the swimming trunks on, no briefs. I had a shirt on, I believe. And I don't know exactly what was happening, but I was getting just fed this alcohol. There was a bartender there, and he
wanted to fuck
he
you.
was just letting
He's
it
like,
fly.
yo, let's get this 16-year-old fucked
Dude,
up.
I don't even know what I was drinking. I have no idea. I just remember just being drunk as shit and high because somebody had given me the dab pen. So I'm there talking to my father's wife's father. My grandfather, I guess. I don't even know his name. But I'm talking to him, and we're going on. Like, we're having a pretty good interaction. The vibes are flowing. But the other thing that's also flowing inside of me is piss. flowing in my balls.
In your balls.
In my balls is
The
a
piss is in your
large
balls.
amount of quantity
For
of
those
piss.
who don't know, the piss is actually stored
stored
in your
inside
balls.
of the balls. A lot of people don't know this.
A lot, yeah. They think it's like a bladder and your kidneys are involved. It's in your balls.
It's just in the balls. And I could feel the piss coming.
Like the Weeknd song.
Yeah, like the Weeknd. And, you know, I didn't want to ruin the moment. I felt like I was finally starting to relate to an older person.
You wanted that acceptance.
I wanted that acceptance.
Yeah.
We were talking about politics and we had such similar views.
That's hating black people and being a hardcore Republican.
It's about all I stand for. And I pissed myself. I pissed myself while standing behind the bar where nobody could see
You got
me.
to set it up to how you were saying.
So
The conversation was too good.
the conversation that him and I were having was just so good and enthralling that I just couldn't leave. I
he
felt
decided to piss himself.
I felt as though that if I
standing
had
up.
left and come back, the energy wouldn't be there. You know what I mean? We were carrying on this conversation for at least 30 minutes. How can I leave to go pee? The only option was to piss my pants.
The only option you had in that moment was to piss your pants.
The funniest
Exactly.
part about it was that we were talking while I was pissing, and you could audibly hear the piss hitting the floor, and he just was so fucked up that he didn't even realize it. I heard
That's
it.
so sick.
I heard it.
Obviously, you knew.
I felt it going down my leg, coming out of the bathing suit
You
to
know
hit
what
the
power
floor.
move would have been?
Huh?
Just to
Shitting.
Just to shit yourself.
Shitting myself as well. Yeah.
You're like, yeah, bro, this politic conversation's too good. I'm just gonna shit
Let
myself.
me just shit my pants. Yeah, he had no idea though. He had no idea, and I washed my bathing suit the next day, and all was well. But there was the next day, because there was like an outside bar, and that's where we were.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
where I
yeah.
pissed myself behind the bar.
Oh, okay.
When they had gone out the next day, it smelled like piss.
No, did
And
it really?
somebody was like, somebody pissed behind the bar. They were like, who pissed behind the bar?
that's
and
so
I
funny.
never said anything
And
about
you
it.
That's so awesome.
I never said anything
That's
about
so
it.
sick.
I don't know. I feel like at some point they were kind of like spraying cleaning things, trying to figure out like get this smell
Oh,
and
that's
piss
so
out of here.
awesome.
I never said a goddamn
that.
thing.
Wait, so like when you pissed yourself, did you like wash off in the pool? Like where you had the bathing suit on, so like did you?
That's a very good question. I remember. I don't think I did. I remember
And was this pre-wedding piss or post?
post.
Post. Okay.
So, all rules had been eliminated at this point. Everybody's walling out.
You were just celebrating.
I was just having a good time.
Yeah.
And no, I remember I remember I got out of my piss pants and I went into new clothes. I just didn't even shower or anything or nothing. I just got out of
That's so
piss pants
sick.
and just went into new clothes.
I
And
love
then I
that.
threw my bathing suit underneath this couch because I was like, I can't fucking deal with this right now. And then I went into my dad's friend's room where he was sleeping with him and his wife,
Mhm.
and I passed out on their floor. I just crashed there.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I think I told him, I was like, dude, I'm drunk as hell and I pissed my pants, and then I just fell asleep at the bottom
You
of the
have
bed.
a history of pissing your pants when you're drunk as fuck. Not
far.
not knowingly. Like that one was very aware. Like you were just like
That
you,
was just like
you
I'm
just
going
pissed
for
your
it.
pants. You're like fuck it. This is what's happening.
This is my moment.
But there was a New Year's time. This past New Year's.
This past New Year's, yes,
when he
where
pissed his pants a couple months ago,
I woke up.
face down, ass up.
I didn't wake up face down, ass up.
I have videos of you face down.
I
ass
know
up.
I was, but that's not when I woke up.
When he woke up, he pissed his True Religion jeans.
When I woke up, I had no clothes on. I had no pants on.
That's
Dick
so sick.
out. Cock out.
That was because of me. No, it wasn't.
Cock out. And then I went over to my True Religion denim, and I was like, oh shit. I think I went to go put it in the hamper, and I felt, ooh, this is a bit wet. I said, ooh, this is a bit wet in the crotch region.
This isn't sweat.
This is not sweat.
This isn't cum.
This is not any of that.
This is piss.
It didn't smell like piss, but I'm going to say that it was piss because I don't know what else it could have been.
It was definitely piss.
I think it was totally piss. That's probably the most luxurious piss I've ever taken. That denim about 150. Pissed in about 150 jeans.
Shit,
About
I mean,
$1.50. I forget
Yeah.
what the tags on them bitches. They're expensive though. Most expensive pants I ever pissed in my life.
That's a flex in itself.
That's kind of a flex, right?
You'd be like,
Pissing
yeah.
my trues.
Yeah, pissing in my truth. That's like
Pissing
a
in my
rapper
trues.
song.
That does sound
It's
like
one of
a
those
rapper
black
song.
songs.
A raper song.
Raper. Actually, funny story about that. When I was a
Whoa.
kid,
Whoa.
and I would listen to no, when I was a kid, and I would listen to rap music that my mom would play. I remember I made a playlist, and instead of rapping, I spelled it raping because I didn't know that rapping had 2 P's in it.
Yeah.
So I spelled it raping, and I remember I was at camp, and someone, like the counselor, looked at it, and they were like, they looked at my iPod Touch, and they were like, "What is that?" And I was like, "My rapping playlist. Like, this is all my rap songs are on there." And they were like, "Oh, okay." And like, I never really put it together until
They
like,
didn't
a
even
couple
help
years
you
later.
fix it.
I think they did, and they like kind of corrected it a little bit. But yeah,
Yeah.
it was really funny because I straight up had a playlist called raping.
That's so sick, dude.
So either they thought I was a stupid ass, yeah. They either thought I was like a stupid ass kid, or they thought this kid was just raping to these songs,
yeah.
or being raped to these songs, depending on how you look at it.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
a couple
either
different,
or.
couple
Yeah.
different routes. Talking about piss. What if I just piss my pants right now on the pod?
I think you should do that. I think you should look me in
What if I took off my pants and I stood up on the table and then pissed, and then the piss would hit onto the table, and then the
and
mic
onto my
the
laptop.
mic would catch the audio
Catch
of
the
my piss. What if? Yeah.
Actually, I think what you should do.
Uh-huh.
I think you should take them. You have to piss right now, is what I'm getting.
I
at.
have to piss right now.
I think what you should do is take the mic into the bathroom, because I think the cord is
You
long
think it'll
enough,
come?
and then just piss. Just make sure that, and then just like kind of like guide it. Yeah. Yep. Just don't unplug it.
Oh no! This is gonna work. This is gonna
okay,
work.
good,
This will
good.
be great.
Yeah. And then just piss while.
Here, I'm gonna get the mic real close.
Yeah, please don't piss on the mic.
I'm not.
Oh my god. I don't know if it's picking up.
I take no breaks from the pod.
I can hear it, but I don't know if the mic is picking it up. Maybe a little bit. I'll have to listen to this back.
I'm pissing as hard as I can for the pod.
Yeah, you're a fast pisser, that's for sure.
I sure am.
Speed piss.
This is such a great idea, dude. I didn't want to leave the pod. Hold on, let me flush. I hope it picked that up.
Maybe. We got the.
There we go.
Look at that.
That's how it's done.
That's a pro move.
You don't
right
see
there.
that on the Joe Rogan Experience.
Yeah, Joe Rogan can suck our dicks. Joe Rogan can suck our dicks while he's in that fucking split. Face fucking Joe Rogan. Fucking faggot. Jesus Christ.
Dude, I'd love to double penetrate Joe Rogan with you.
That'd be tough.
That'd be sick.
That'd be alpha. I just remember, like, dude, his fucking, I think it's so insane how just his podcast is so retarded. And then, like, the shit that he has on it, and it's so successful, and it's so crazy to me because, like, you look back at his, like, comedy stuff, he's not funny at all.
No.
His jokes suck, and then he was, like, the Fear Factor guy.
Yeah.
And then
That's the best part of his whole career is just
Yeah.
him being on Fear
I just
Factor.
remember, like, realizing, like, seeing clips, and I was like, oh my god, that is Joe Rogan.
That's Joe Rogan.
And then, like, now he's got this, like, gay-ass podcast with a monkey on the intro, like, and he's got, like, he's got Elon Musk on it, and, like, all these, like, David Lee Roth, like, one of my favorite fucking musicians ever. It's just,
Yeah.
like, I don't understand how you get to that point. I kind of want to know, like, the popularity. Like, when did he start the pod?
He was very early on. He was like one of the first pods, I believe.
Yeah.
He really believed in
People
it.
are like, oh, he's such a good podcaster because he lets the guests talk. And I was like, well, yeah, that's kind of what you should do if you have a famous guest is you let them talk and you ask them questions. I was like, this is just retarded. Like, I don't. What
Yeah,
are
if
what
you
are
have
talking
somebody
about?
that's like way fucking cooler than you.
yeah, which
like-
is majority of his guests. I'll give him that.
Or he just has like these fucking nerds on there. There's like random dudes you never heard
You
of.
ever
in
listen to
your
the
life.
Bob Lazar one? I'm shitting on Joe Rogan, but I have listened to his podcast a couple times.
I've listened to multiple episodes.
Yeah,
I listened to a lot of them.
too many. They're still stupid as fuck, but
Well, we had an occupation where all you really had to do was listen to podcasts. So
and like play with dirt. Yeah,
and play with the dirt. Yeah, eat it sometimes?
Sometimes it'd be up in your nose.
It sure would be.
You blow your nose. The
It
Mender's
sure
boogers.
fucking would be.
You'd be
dude.
fucking blowing your nose and you fucking.
Sometimes it get a little dirty. We like to get a little dirty around here.
Dirty boys.
What's the
We should have Joe Rogan on.
What's the freakiest thing you ever did?
Me
Yeah,
fucking my mom's bed.
that explains a lot.
No, don't. Let's not twist it like that. It was. It wasn't my idea. Okay, fucking Alan says the same thing. When I told Alan at work, I was like, my mom's dating a musician now, and he just goes, do you want to fuck your mom, or does your mom want to fuck you? And I was like, honestly, at this point, I don't know. No, it was an ex's idea to fuck in her bed. It was when I had the apartment alone.
Which one?
The crazy one that would show up at my fucking apartment.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh, that's such an Alicia move. That's
Yeah.
such an Alicia Bean move.
Yeah. She fucking wanted to have sex in my mom's bed.
Why did she explain why? Was her bed just like bigger and nicer?
My mom's bed was bigger, and it also had a headboard on it for cuffs. That was like the thing, because my bed back then didn't have. I had a different, like, an entire different bed,
Yeah.
and I didn't have like a headboard that you could like attach stuff to. That was like the whole thing about it. So she did suggest it, and I was like, okay, that makes sense. But yes, I have had sex in my mom's bed.
That's fine. Nothing wrong with that.
What's the freakiest thing you've done?
I'm trying to think. I've gotten head at Hershey a couple times.
Hershey Park?
Yeah, not to climax on the Ferris wheel. Got my dick sucked a couple times on the Ferris
Have
wheel.
you really?
Yeah. I don't know
By
if I should say that.
By who? S?
Maybe. Yeah. She like loved doing that. She like loved going to Hershey Park and
Yeah, I know you went to a
loved
Hershey Park.
going on the Ferris wheel and giving a young man top.
Huh. On the Ferris wheel. I've seen videos of people getting arrested for fucking on a Ferris wheel, so I mean, good for you.
Got top on the Ferris wheel.
Fucking her on the Storm Runner. Fucking
on the Great
60
Bear.
miles an hour.
And a hand job on the Great Bear.
Yeah. I'm finger blasting her on the fucking Fahrenheit.
Going 60 miles an hour. Having sex with that teacher in the same cemetery that her brother who killed himself was buried.
I don't think I knew that one.
I didn't tell you that?
You had sex in a cemetery with that teacher. Wow, okay. That's
there was this is probably the worst one. She had brought me over to her mom's crib. I don't know why we were there. It was just something to do, I guess.
Yeah.
And
Somewhere else to fuck.
Yeah, pretty much. And we had gone there and we went into the basement. Did I ever tell you about this?
I don't think
I
so.
feel
Is
like
this
I
the one
have.
where you were tied up?
No.
Oh.
And we go down to the basement and there's like this rocking chair there. And she's like, yeah, when I was a kid, we used to have Christmas down here every year and the tree would be right here. And my grandfather would sit in that chair every year and he would watch us open our presents.
She made you sit in the chair.
And she was like, now I want to fuck you in this chair that
Oh,
my grandfather would sit in.
My fucking God.
That was a pretty bad
Yo,
one.
That's insane.
That was
Okay.
a pretty crazy
That's
one.
Crazy.
And then I proceeded to have sex with her in the chair. I had sex with her in like this basically abandoned building one time. That was pretty risky. It was pretty gross in there. Like on the floor. Like dust and shit.
Like on
just
the
like
concrete.
dust and shit. It was like
Fuck
these
yeah.
old like wooden
Was she
floor.
on top of you or was she laying down?
I think she was on top of me.
Damn. So she made you lay down? What a cunt.
Yeah. I was fine
You're
with
gonna,
it.
yeah,
Like a
you-
little bust, you know what I mean?
yeah. You're gonna fuck a 13-year-old and you're gonna make him lay on the cold concrete.
Oh yeah.
Fucking bitch.
That's fine. I feel like we like laid some newspaper down or something.
You were laying on top of the dead homeless guy in the abandoned building.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just been a lot of weird stuff like that,
Okay, well, without the teacher, what's the freakiest thing you've done? Probably the Hershey Park thing.
Freakiest thing. One time, actually, I've done this 2 times where
Besides getting your ass ate, we already know that one.
ass eating, that's like the best. I hope my bitch eat my ass tonight. That'd be nice. But but there was one time that we were coming back, me and the same lady, we were coming back from Hershey, and she's topping me while I'm driving. And I'm like, yo, gotta find the pullover. But we're in like Hershey, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't even know, like, this random ass parking lot. But it was to some like bed and breakfast, but
Fuck
there's
yeah.
nobody there. And it's like, here's the parking lot, and then here's like a major road. Like mad people, not mad people, but like if anybody drove, there's just no way of like getting into the whip. I'm smashed. I have her in the back seat, but I open up the back door.
Jesus Christ.
And she's there, and I'm smashing her from the back. My ass is out.
Fuck
and
yeah.
So this road that's right here, all these cars can, like, if anybody,
Your ass is to the road?
Oh yeah, I can't see a goddamn thing.
Jesus.
I can hear, but now I swear to God, I was fucking her like that for like 10 or 15 minutes. No cars drove by.
Wait, no cars drove by?
No cars drove by.
Oh
Swear
my
to God.
God. And you got a nut off?
And I came. I cummed. I had to get it off.
Jesus fucking
If
Christ.
a car would have driven by, I probably just would have kept it player, you know?
I mean, at
what
that
are you
point,
gonna do?
why did you not have your ass to the other side of the car, the field? It was just that
Well,
heat of the moment.
Because this is where the bed and breakfast is. Here's the car. Road. I figured, road, yeah, that sucks, but if somebody's coming out the bed and breakfast, I can hear a car.
Right.
I can't hear somebody walking up on me in the bed and breakfast if they don't say nothing.
That's fair.
So I'd rather have the eyes on the property that I'm barebacking this bitch in the back of my car than, just like some random person driving with their family to Hershey Park.
Yeah, that's wild. I've never had car sex.
It's so fucked up.
Yeah,
At
I would
least
imagine. I just don't want to.
Yeah, because even though we're not the same height, you're just kind of like the same size of human as me, and it's just not ideal. Unless you have like a big fucking, Tahoe
Yeah,
or some shit.
Which I don't.
Yeah, me and you both drive sedans.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's just like, it kind of sucks.
Hmm.
I'm not into it. Too big for all that. Too grown.
You're 135 pounds.
Now I'm like 145 now.
Are you?
I weighed myself, yeah.
Fatty? I should weigh
think-
myself, honestly.
I
I've been
think-
eating a lot of McDonald's recently.
Yeah, dude. That app gonna make you eat.
Dude, that app is fucking me up. The only
Oh,
reason
dude.
why I didn't get Free Fry Friday is because the dinner tonight.
It's still time. It's still time. You probably blow below a .08 right now. You went out and got some after this.
Maybe.
Oh, you
Maybe.
probably wouldn't actually.
Probably not.
I don't know. You got a lot of fat for that alcohol to set into, so maybe.
All right, Twinkie.
But yeah,
Yes. Huh.
I don't know. Yeah, that's all my freak tales.
Your
Let me
free
hit that.
tails.
Let me hit that. Come on now.
Hit this
Don't be
fucking-
stingy with the vape. Don't be stingy with the vape. Dude, I wish I was one of those like infants that like be hitting the vape and shit. That shit is so sick.
I wonder what that feels like. Buzzing.
Dude, it must be fucking insane,
Out of body.
dude. Imagine to be, taking a substance that can alter your state of mind when you're like fucking 9 months. I bet that feels
Yeah, I mean, you had
awesome.
sex with a teacher when you were 13, so I feel like that probably.
Yeah, but that never gave me a buzz. You know what I mean?
That's true.
I guess those things are comparable, but I don't know.
Yeah.
What was it like the first time you ever beat off?
I was in pre-first.
You were in, what is it? You were in
Before
preschool?
kindergarten.
Preschool.
Before I was too retarded to go to first grade. Oh, it was after kindergarten. So kindergarten, pre-first, and then first grade.
What the fuck? What is pre-first?
I was too retarded. That's why I graduated high school at 19. It's like I was too retarded to go to first grade from kindergarten, and they're like, he needs another year to mature. So they deemed it necessary for me to have another year of school. I didn't get held back, but I went to like a pre-first.
Is that in Hempfield, or is that like a separate building? Like,
That was in like East Pete, actually. East Pete Elementary had it. Yeah.
So you still went to East Pete Elementary, but
I
you were in
for 1 year
pre-first.
for pre-first, and then I went back to Hempfield for like Landisville and everything. Yeah,
Really?
yeah, that's where I met Adam.
What was wrong with you?
I mean, you live with me. You've known me for a couple of years.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I was beaten off back then, right?
You were beaten off
I was beaten off straight
Shooting
out of
blanks.
kindergarten, shooting blanks. I thought something was wrong with me,
to
right?
nothing.
To my own thoughts, I was just fucking horny. I think I have a problem. I think I
Yeah.
genuinely like. I think I.
Do you masturbate a lot?
What's a lot?
Like more than once a day?
Not more than once a day.
I do.
Do you?
Sometimes. Sometimes I'd be gooning.
Sometimes I'm bored and like it's like if I don't have anything to do. I mean, now I've been more busy, so it's usually once a day. But no, I mean back then, like the first time I fucking jerked off and was shooting blanks, I was like, oh my god, what is this? And I kept doing it. And then I remember at a certain point when I was a kid, I stopped for a while, and because I felt guilty, I was like, oh my god, I was like, dude, something's wrong with me. Man. I was like, for whatever reason, see, this is why I think like I was like something happened to me when I was younger, because I knew what all that was back then, and I don't know why I knew what it was. It wasn't
dude,
like,
you so got molested.
Dude, I have
you
no.
So
I
got
know.
Molested.
I don't understand. Like because
if you went to therapy and they unlocked those thoughts,
that's what I mean. I'm afraid to. That's why I think I'm so fucked up in the head.
Oh yeah, dude, you got molested.
Because back then I was fucking beating off my little ass dick.
Yeah,
shooting blanks, and I was like, why the fuck? And I knew that I wasn't supposed to have nothing come out, but I didn't know why. So I was like, well, what the fuck is wrong with me? So I stopped.
Yeah. And
then I probably started up again like 5th, 6th grade, and I was like still shooting blanks.
Yep.
And then like middle school, like stuff started going again. But yeah, like the first time was fucking back then. You want to hear something crazy?
Yeah, I'd love to.
How I'd fucking do it? I can't believe it fucking... Okay. So how I'd fucking do it, right?
Yeah.
I had this blanket.
Oh, no.
I had this blanket. TP. And it was like starting a fire.
You were giving yourself the Indian rug burn
on my dick.
On your dick?
Starting a fire, and that's how that's how I did it at first when I was like,
I'm gonna try that out.
Like six yeah, I haven't tried it since then. I was like, I've upgraded to like lotion
you're
or
just
something.
You're just gonna destroy your blanket the first time you try
dude.
it out.
Yeah, I was fucking the shit on my blanket. Yeah, I don't know.
That's sick, dude.
Yeah, so like that was really like the first time all the way back then, and then I felt guilty. And then middle school is when I started watching porn. And then again, felt guilty. And then like I was like, "Fuck it, this is what it is."
Oh yeah.
And then I was like, oh, "Okay, this
Eventually,
is." Eventually,
you're like, "I'm just gonna get this nut."
Yeah. And then I was like, "Oh, okay." And then I was like, fucking like freshman of high school. So I was like, "Okay, the fat girl."
Yeah.
What about you?
No, that's awesome, dude. I started jerking off. I remember when I was 9. I was 9 years old.
Okay.
I started jerking off. To be honest with you, those were the golden days. Because nothing
to clean up.
Nothing better than
I was so paranoid back then.
Yeah, dude.
And now I was like, fuck, I wish I could just get an orgasm in and have nothing to deal with.
Right. I remember because I knew at the time I was like I should be coming.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't know when I started coming, but I remember thinking like, damn, I'm not developing at the same time as everybody else because I'm like in the fucking 6th grade. And I'm not coming.
Probably like 4th grade then.
What do you mean?
You were 13 in 6th grade.
No, I'm saying like I started at 9 years old and I probably didn't start coming until I was like 13, 14.
Oh.
I had many years of just not coming.
That's normal because I was fucking late, brother.
Yeah?
I was like halfway through middle school when stuff's just started happening, and I was like, oh, fuck. That's why I look like this. That's why I can't grow a beard, because my testosterone is probably so low.
I wonder if there's any I don't know. I wonder if there is any science to that. If you start beating it too early, if it fucks up your T levels.
Oh, yeah. I just mean that, like, I just was, like, late bloomer. Yeah, I wonder. I don't know.
Maybe we fucked ourselves, man. Maybe I could have a full beard right now if I wasn't jerking off so much.
Yeah.
I remember talking to Ags, and I remember my record. Because I was a certified gooner back in the day. I swear to God, I was gooning like a motherfucker.
Uh-huh.
I had, at one point before I was coming, I had like 8 orgasms in a day. Like,
oh, wow.
Gooning. I don't even care. He told me that fucking, and he was coming. He had cummed 10 times in one day.
Wow.
And I was like, holy shit, dude.
Imagine that. Back then, you're flexing your homies. You're like, yeah, bro.
That's how bored we were in the skook. We're talking about how many times we nutted.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty valid. Yeah. Did I ever tell you the time I think I got molested?
No, let me hear it.
So let me end the pod with this.
Okay.
So I don't know what age I was. We were on a road trip, family road trip, right?
Classic.
So
always happens on a road trip.
Right. So I remember, and maybe this is where my paranoia comes with, like, from my stomach problems, but I remember I had to fucking go to the bathroom, and I remember I was in this gas station bathroom.
Oh yeah.
And the
Oh,
door,
yeah,
the
scene
door
is setting itself.
yeah, dude. The door didn't lock. And I just remember someone knocking, and I said, someone's in here, and the guy opened the door and looked at me.
And you didn't know this man?
No, complete stranger. And he looked at me as I'm, like, sitting down on the toilet, and I was like, get out, like, someone's in here. And I'm, like, trying to, like, cover myself up, you know, because, like, I'm a kid.
Yeah.
And then he was just staring at me.
Oh, dude.
I just remember him staring at me, and then I said, get out again, and then he just, like, closed the door. That's all I remember. I couldn't tell you how old I was. I couldn't tell you where it was. I couldn't tell you what road trip it was. But I specifically remember that fucking thing of being like, someone's in here. He opened the door. We just, like, locked eyes, and I was like, get out. And then he, like, stared at me a little bit more, and then just fucking closed the door.
He was at the very least contemplating molesting
me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if it was, like, then or, like, what the fuck was going on, but yeah. That's why I don't like therapy. I don't want to get unlocked. Next episode, maybe we'll call Ray. This one was a pretty good one.
I think this is pretty solid.
This is pretty solid. Maybe we'll get more than 3
funny
views on this.
Yeah,
funny.
let's get this one to 4 views. Episode 4, let's get it to 4 views.
Fo,
I'm not sure what's going on with the fan base. You guys aren't really putting in that time.
You guys suck. Put in the time, listen to the whole thing. No
Send
one's
it to
gonna
a
listen to
friend.
this. Send it to a friend. Send it to your boss. Send it to your doctor that you work with. Have him listen to this. He's not going to know. No, the light doesn't work there.
Why doesn't it work?
Because I think it needs to be plugged in the computer.